Have you ever applied for a job and gotten rejected within minutes or even in the middle of the night? If you've ever wondered whether AI played a role in that decision, there's a major update in one of the biggest lawsuits in AI hiring tools. And I think Black neurodivergent women, we should be paying attention. Hi, I'm Tamika, and welcome back to Black Girls Unmasking, where I help Black neurodivergent women unmask in life and work on their terms. Now, before we jump in, I want to give a quick disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not legal advice, and nothing in this video creates an attorney-client relationship. Now, let's get into this update. Back in 2023, this lawsuit was originally filed by a man named Derek Mobley. He's a Black man over 40 who lives with depression and anxiety. And after applying for more than 100 jobs through companies that used Workday's hiring software and being rejected every single time, he's claiming that the AI tools within that platform discriminated against applicants based on race, age, and disability. Now, this case isn't arguing that AI is automatically illegal. Instead, it's asking a really important question. Can AI hiring tools unintentionally discriminate against certain groups of people? So, what's changed in this lawsuit? So, the gist is at this point, no one has won the lawsuit. Instead, the judge decided that there were several important claims are now strong enough to move forward in the case. But here's the three biggest updates. So, let me give you the highlight reel. First, California law can apply. So Workday was saying that California law shouldn't apply to applicants who don't live in California. And the judge ultimately disagreed because Workday develops and operates its hiring technology from California. Now, this is something that some of you may not understand and realize, especially if you work for a company where there are employees across multiple states, where those employees reside and where the company operates, all plays a part into how employment law is delved down when it comes to employee relations situations, even people applying for jobs. So that's why this decision was so important, because Workday was basically saying, we don't think that those applicants who apply who don't live in California should apply to this lawsuit because that's where we're headquartered. And the judge said, no can do. They're going to count, and that's why they're moving forward in the case to be included in this lawsuit. Second, the disability claims became stronger. So one of the other plaintiffs in this case strengthened her side by showing how her medical history came into play, including cancer treatment she received, asthma, that could have influenced how the AI evaluated her employment history. And because of that additional information, the judge allowed those disability discrimination claims to move forward. And then the last important piece around this latest update in this case is not every claim moved forward. Some race-related claims were dismissed, while the disability claims were allowed to move forward. And see, that distinction is important because the case is still ongoing and it's active as of today. So here's why this matters for Black neurodivergent women. This update really caught my attention because many of us aren't navigating just one identity at work. We may be navigating race, physical disability, conditions like ADHD and autism, chronic illness, anxiety, caregiver responsibilities, or we're navigating all components of all of those things all at the same time. And this is important because everything that I just named falls with what we call as a protective class in the legal system. But the legal system doesn't always evaluate those experiences altogether. But what's especially interesting about this case is that disability claims had enough evidence to move forward, while some of the race-related claims did not. And that doesn't necessarily mean race wasn't a part of anyone's experience, because clearly it was, because Derek Mobley is a Black man. But it does highlight how difficult it can be to legally prove discrimination when AI systems are involved, especially when multiple parts of someone's identity may be shaping their experience. So if you're watching this video and you're wondering, why do I keep getting rejected without even getting an interview? The honest answer is, we don't always know. Sometimes another candidate is simply a better fit for the role, but cases like this remind us that hiring technology isn't perfect either, and I think we already know that. So that's why it's so important to understand how these systems work instead of assuming every hiring decision is completely objective, because sis, it's not always you. So that's why I think it's so important to understand how these systems work instead of assuming every hiring decision was simply just because you weren't qualified, especially if you're getting those automatic rejections. Now, whether your workplace challenges involve AI hiring, requesting accommodations, deciding to disclose or not, navigating burnout, or trying to figure out your next career move, one thing is always true. You make better decisions when you have clarity instead of making decisions in overwhelm. And that's why I created my free workplace decision guide. It's designed to help you organize your thoughts, prioritize what matters most, and make your next workplace decision with more confidence. So you can download it for free using the link in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a Black neurodivergent woman who needs to hear this conversation. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.